was just saying, if anyone has just joined, it's good to have you need something comfortable for your child to lie on, some toys which are easy to grip, so we've got some bells which are have like a little handle here which is quite easy to grip, and something that your child can knock over is always good. So you can have like blocks to build a tower, or a water bottle, one of those rain shakers, anything like a skittle or something that your baby can knock over. And just anything that your child likes, really. If you have any favourite toys. You don't have any favourites yet, do you? No? Yeah? What do you think? So first thing we're going to be doing is some stretching. So if you just have your baby lying down on the floor on their back and facing you, and if your child has like reflux or anything like that, feel free to use cushions to prop them up. They can be half sitting. You can even do it in a bouncer if you want. Everything is really, really flexible. So do whatever suits you and your baby. Yes? Are you excited? Are you going to be good? We already had a little accident on her top this morning, didn't we? A little bit of vomit. Good job I bought 2. Yeah. So, hello to anyone joining us. And we are going to start in about 2 minutes. We're going to get started. And the first thing we're going to do is lying down, baby lying down on your back facing you and doing some stretches. Yeah, we are. And again, just for anyone else who's joining, so I'm going to be doing some of the exercises on Akari here and some on the doll. It's suitable for 0 to 3-year-olds. Obviously, Akari is absolutely tiny, so it's not going to be very realistic. So I will be doing some on the doll as well. And if you just get some toys that motivate your child, a towel that we can roll up, and some cushions, all different sizes, shapes, but whatever you have, we'll work with it. We are going to be very, very flexible. Yeah, and we're going to start in about 2 minutes, and just lying on your back, baby lying on their back and facing you. Yeah, and we're going to do some singing first. Some singing and some stretches. Yeah, we are. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds and then we're going to get started. We're going to get started in a minute. Okay, so hopefully you're all ready. We're going to have baby lying on your back and facing you, and the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to wake up the body, wake up all those joints, and we're going to start that with head, shoulders, knees and toes. So we're going to help your child or your baby to touch their head, their shoulders, their knees and their toes. If your child has got stiffness or high muscle tone, we're going to be doing things really, really slowly. So don't worry at all. And if you just want to do one arm at a time and then do the other one the next time, that's totally fine as well. I know that bigger kids and kids with stiffness, sometimes it's very difficult to do it with one of your hands, so you might need to do it with 2. Okay, so when we're ready, and to do the knees and toes, we're going to bring one leg up sideways. I'll just show you one here. So up like this sideways, and we're going to touch it, knees and toes. So same hand and same leg on the same side. Okay, so either 2 hands or 1 hand, and then you can do the other hand next time. Ready? We're going to go. Big stretch. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And now we're going to swap to the other hand. Going to go head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, And we're just going to do it 2 more times, a little bit faster. Again, if you can't do it fast, no worries at all. We're going to do one hand and then the other hand again, just to wake up those muscles. Ready, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, and last time on the other hand again. Going head, shoulders, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Wow, big round of applause everyone. Really, really good job. And the next thing we're going to do is some side lying. So you can keep your child lying down and we're just going to turn them onto their side. And the boring information from me is that we are taking away a little bit of gravity in this position. Just going to shut this door, make it a bit more quiet. So when you're on your back, it might be very, very hard to kind of bring your hands against gravity and together. When we're on our side, we're actually using gravity to help us to bring those hands together and play. So we're going to go on our sides and start off with knocking things over, and then we're going to move on to hands together and interacting with an object. Are you ready? We're going to go on your side. And for this one, you might need some pillows or blankets. So if your child is really, really wriggly, have a pillow or a long rolled up towel behind them. And if they are really, really strong, you can do it up against something firm, like a sofa or the wall with a cushion on the wall or something like that. Are you yawning? That's a little bit rude. I'm only joking. Okay, so we're going to come on our side and we are going to use a tower, so something that gives some type of reaction. So it could be something noisy, like some bells, some towers that knocks over, a rain shaker. And to start with, we're going to be giving your baby hand over hand support, and then we're going to be making it a little bit harder and moving up to the forearm and then above the elbow and then at the shoulder. You can say hello to, hi Sonia, hi Nori, hello. You're going to say hello to Nori. Nori's watching. And hi Sarah, hello Sarah. It's okay. Right, so we're going to build a tower. It's okay, there we go. And we're going to knock it over. Yeah. So we're going to go ready, steady. Wow. And lots of clapping. Well done, you did it. Yeah, you don't like lying on your side. Okay, now this time we're going to be going, instead of hand over hand, we're going hand over the forearm, so that your child is moving their hand themselves. And if your child can move their hand to knock it over, that's absolutely great, and you just wait for them to do it. So don't worry about doing it at our speed. You are so noisy. Okay, ready? And we're going to roll over, and we're going to have the bells. And this time, hand on your baby's forearm. We're going to reach forwards. We're going to go ready, steady. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah. And leave your child there if they're tolerating it. We're going to come back because Akari does not really like it. And again, big round of applause. And if your child struggles with hand on forearm, you can move hand down to hand instead. And if that was a bit easier for your child, you're going to bring your hand up to above their elbow. So you're stabilising this, and then your child will be doing all of this part themselves. So knocking over the tower or the bells, even if your child likes a screen, they can be swiping a screen, anything like that. Are you ready? This time we're going to build a tower, because I know you love the towers, don't you, Akari? Wow, we've got a tower. And we're going to go on your side, ready, on your side. And we're going to have hand above the elbow. Okay, so above the top of the elbow, I'm actually going to have hand over hand because that is the level that we are doing. And we're going to go ready, steady, whee, knock it over. Well done. Good work, everyone. Amazing. Cool. Now we're going to have your child on the other side now. So if you want to just switch around. I mean, you don't need to switch anyway because you're not facing a camera. But we are going to switch around. Okay, can you see us? Yeah, all good. Okay, so we're going to go on the other side, and again, start with hand over hand if that's what your child needs. If your child finds it a little bit easier, we're going to go up to the forearm or even up to above the elbow and let them do as much of it as they can themselves. We're going to build a tower. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ready? We're going to roll over on your side. And we're going to do either hand over hand, that's what we're doing, or hand above the, wow, above the elbow, well done. And on our back, well done. And we're going to do last one, so work out which one is best for your child. And if you want a real challenge, you can even hold them from all the way up at their shoulder and let them do the whole movement by themselves. We're going to build our tower again, last one. And when you help your child do all of these things, try to bend from your hips and keep your back straight. Especially for those of you with bigger kids who are lifting them a lot, it's really, really important, as you know probably, to look after your back. So we're going to roll on our side again, and whichever level of support is good for your child, we're going to go ready, steady, go on, yeah! Big round of applause. Very good. Good work, everyone. Okay, so now we're going to be working on bringing our hands together. So hands together is really, really important for children with all different kinds of conditions. It wakes up the nerves in the hands when you touch the hands together, and it's really good for manipulating objects. So we all know that we use 2 hands for every task that we do, and for children especially when they're exploring new things and new objects, they want to be able to turn it with one hand and operate it with the other hand. So like I said with side lying, we're working on bringing the hands together, and gravity really, really helps us with that. So we're going to have a small toy that your child can hold, preferably in the hands. We're going to use this monkey. It's really easy for gripping with these little whatever they are, arms I think. So something very small. Different textures are really good, like those sensory balls with the spikes. You can, when you're doing it on your own, sensory play is a really good thing. So dried pasta, cold water, hot warm water, things like that. Okay, so we're going to go on our side again and have a cushion or a rolled up towel behind your child if they're really, really wriggly and really strong. And we're going to bring your hands together. So I'm going to be helping Akari at her shoulder. Or I'm not, because you don't want to do it. That's okay, you don't have to do it. You're going to go in the bouncer. So I'm going to do it on the doll. There we go. So we're going to be bringing your baby's arms together and really, really try to help them at their shoulder up here. So we're helping them to retract their shoulders because that really helps with the hands together. So I'm going to bring her this way. And again, you can use whatever support, so very similar to knocking over the towers. You can use whatever support you need, so that might be hand over hand, it might be forearm, above the elbow or the shoulders. We're going to have the toy in our hands, and we're going to help your child to explore it with 2 hands. So we've got the monkey here, and we're just going to play with the toy. We're going to see what it feels like. We're going to try and open our hands around the toy if we can. And we're going to try and bring the toy up and down. And really just make sure that both of those hands are on the toy. That's what we're trying to do. What's up with you? What's the matter? Are we going to have to ask Daddy to come get you? Okay, so 2 hands on the toy. And we're just having a feel and really try and open those hands if you can. And you can talk about the toy, talk about how it feels. And if you can, then let go of your child's hand and bring the support up to make it a little bit harder. You can bring it up to the upper arm and see if they can keep their hands there themselves. If they can't, then that's absolutely fine. Just bring that hand back down again and just help them to open their hands and open their fingers and play with that toy. Really, really good work, everyone. Well done. And just have a last little play with that toy, whatever it is. You can swap toys if you need to. And hello, Rose. Hi, Rose. Nice to see you. Okay. Well done, everyone. Really, really good work. Okay, the next one we're going to do is row, row, row your boat. Is that funny? And I know you like this one, so you can do this one. So this one, you want your child to be lying on the floor in front of you, and you are facing them. Are you going to join in this one? Yeah? Yeah? Come on then. Come on then. Okay. So you're going to have your child lying down on the floor in front of you, and you are facing them. Okay. And this one, we're going to be working on head control and bringing that head up, and you just don't like lying down, do you? So if your child really, really struggles with head control and it's difficult for them, you're going to have your fingers around their shoulders, and your top finger is going to be just on their neck, so you can see here. And then you are controlling their whole head. And if you notice that they are doing some of the movement and bringing the head up themselves, you can reduce that support with these top fingers, but you keep your fingers there just to catch them if they fall. If your child has got some head control, you can bring your hands down to above their elbows and let them do some of it, and then be ready to catch them just in case. And then if your child has got slightly better head control, you can bring your hands all the way down to their forearms or even their hands and do this one. So we're going to do row, row, row your boat first. Okay? So we are going to hold forearms, and we're going to go backwards and forwards, and you can always just change that support if your child gets tired and bring your hands behind them instead. Okay? So ready? We're going to do row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And we're going to do it again, and this time go a little bit further if your child can tolerate it. So we're going to go a little bit further back. So I'm going to bring the support up, and bring the support up to wherever you need it. Ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And now we're going to do rock your boat down the shore. So again, wherever your child needs support, and this time we're going sideways, and this really helps to develop those side neck muscles. We're going to go, ready, rock, rock, rock your boat gently down the shore. If you see a lion there, don't forget to roar. And we're going to do it again, because your child should be a little bit more used to it and should know what is going to happen and be able to switch on those muscles a little bit easier. Rock, rock, rock your boat gently down the shore. If you see a lion there, don't forget to roar. And last one, we're going to do row your boat for a crocodile. So backwards and forwards again. Go as far as you can, backwards and forwards. Obviously, use the appropriate amount of support, and you can be holding their head if needed. Ready? We're going to do row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! Ah! Well done, everyone. Really, really good job. And have a rest. Give yourself a round of applause. Hello, Mary. Hi. And we have got one more thing to do. So give your child a little bit of a rest, because they might be a bit tired. And the next thing we're going to be doing is tummy time. So you want some toys which you can put flat on the floor. So a book or a screen is absolutely fine if your child likes that. Especially if tummy time is really hard work for your child. You don't want to be putting toys which are very hard to interact with. So a screen is totally fine. probably not me, probably something a bit more exciting than me. We are going to use a mirror. That's also another good one. And when your baby is on their tummy, just remember they don't have to bring their head all the way up here. You don't need to put the toy up here for them to look at. We're not aiming for 90 degrees. We're aiming for any type of head movement at all. So it might be just to the side, it might be to the other side. And for that reason, we want to place toys here or here. So not up here, here, and then your baby can just lift their head a little bit and they can still really get something from that, and they've achieved something. So we are going to come on your tummy. Now if your child really doesn't like tummy time, if it's really difficult for them, then I would use a rolled up towel just under their chest. So you want to make sure their arms come over the rolled up towel. Or if it's really tricky, then you can use something like a big pillow. If you've got a bigger child, you can even use one of these pillows and make a kind of wedge, and that just takes away some gravity and makes it a little bit more achievable for them. So we're going to use a pillow. We're going to have it this way around, and we're going to go on our tummy. So again, I'm going to make sure this pillow is at this level, so her arms are over it. And we're going to put a mirror there because Akari loves looking in the mirror. We're going to go over the pillow. We're going to put hands down. Very good. Good work. Well done, everyone. So really get your child to try and just lift up their head a little bit. So we've got the mirror down here. Well done, and give lots and lots of praise. And a really good way to do it as well is to get something that makes a noise. And every time they lift their head up, or even just move it, any flicker of movement, do lots and lots of shaking the bell or shaking the shaker or whatever it is that they like. Okay, so we're going to have some mirror. Can you see yourself in the mirror? Yeah, that's you. I know you don't really like it. Well done, really good job everyone, and take your child off and give them a break if you need to. Okay, you're going to have a rest. Yeah, that's hard work. Good job everyone, well done. And I'm just going to show you on the bigger doll as well, because I know it's very different with bigger kids. And if your child or your baby has a gastrostomy, then cushions is easier as well, because you can use lots of different cushions and just make a little gap for it, especially if it's new and it's causing irritation or anything. And it's also just softer than the floor, so it's less likely to get caught if there's any wriggling or anything. And I'm just going to show you on the doll as well. So on your tummy. And if your child is really dropping their head down, then like I said, we're going to put the toy right underneath them so they can see it, and any little movement is really good. Yeah, it is, yeah! And we're going to do either shaking the bell, or maybe they've got a favourite song on YouTube, on a screen they want to watch, and any little bit of movement, then really make sure you make that noise. And like I said as well, any moving to the side is really good. So moving to the side is what starts off strengthening those muscles that will also bring the head up. So that's a really good one as well. Really good job everyone, you're doing so well. And whenever your child is ready, just roll them onto their side or bring them up into sitting. Well done everyone, you've done such a good job. Really good. And the last thing we're going to do, so give your baby a break if they need to, because I know people have been working really hard. And the last thing we're going to do is just some sitting and some waving goodbye. Okay? So you can do cross-legged sitting if you've got an older child, maybe 2 or 3, or just do ring sitting if your child is younger. And you want a nice wide base of support. In fact, I think you might want to do this one, Akari. Does that make you a bit happier? Yeah? Okay. So, we're going to come into sitting and give your child as much support as they need. If your child really struggles with head control, you can just come back and have them leaning on you a little bit. Just try to keep them in the middle if you can. And we're all going to do some waving. So first we're going to bring up both hands as high as we can. And we're going to do some waving. Yay, saying goodbye, well done. we go. And we're going to bring them down, and this time we're going to bring the right arm up, bring it up as high as you can. We're going to say goodbye. Bye everyone. Well done, you've all done such a good job, and hopefully we'll see you again. And we are actually going to change this session to 9 o'clock, which is a little bit better for babies who are having a nap. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you again at 9 o'clock next Friday, and we're always going to be live on YouTube, and hopefully we'll put it on our social media soon as well, live on everything. Thank you so much for joining us everyone. Goodbye.